What's going on, man? How you doing? Today we're talking about 5 simple habits that make you sexy to women. I'm so excited to be sharing these with you today because we're really covering all these different areas, okay? We're not going to be talking about one specific topic or trait, and you'll kind of get what I'm saying as we move along here. So we're really covering the gambit here. And what's really cool about this too is that what you're going to be learning today is not just really attractive to women, but it's good for your overall life in general. So nothing here is going to be solely good for women. It's going to be good for your life. It's going to be good for every day. It's going to make you a better person all around. So really, this is killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's jump into it. Okay. So the first one is a physical trait, right? Of course, women are looking at you and they are attracted to you physically on some level. However, I always say this, and I talk about this a lot in my Hooked program, is that it's not all about physical traits. It weighs heavier to work on your personality, and we're going to go over that too a ton on this video. But I talk about it a lot in my Hooked program too, that your personality goes farther, but you can always be working on your physical traits, meaning you should always be going to the gym, working out, making yourself look better. But that's not what I'm saying here. Specifically, the habit I want you to do is squats, okay? Squats. So now why squats? Why out of all things? Squats are amazing. It's a great full body exercise. It's going to make your legs bigger, which make you look bigger in appearance. It's going to be good for you all around because squats end up actually helping release more testosterone inside of you, which is going to make you appear more attractive when you have more testosterone raging out of you. And also it's going to increase your sex drive, and it's good for your overall bone structure as well. So there's a lot of benefits to squats. So what I would recommend is you start doing these. If you're not doing any workouts at all, at the very least do squats, okay? At the very least, this is something that you can start doing a few times a week. Now, I have to say this as a disclaimer, squats can be challenging, and if you don't have the right form, you can really mess it up. But good for you, because you're on YouTube right now. There's almost endless amount of videos you can watch that teach you how to do squats properly and in the right form. So you can start with just the bar with very little weight where it's easier, work on your form, and then work your way from there. So I highly recommend squats as something you do as a habit in your physical realm. Of course, the best habit is to be doing full body, but squats do work a lot, your back, all of your legs. So it's going to be really, really great for you. Highly recommend it. I do it. I'm not just giving you advice, by the way, that I think is going to be good. Everything that you're going to be hearing on this video is stuff that I do on a regular basis and make sure I'm doing it habitually. So squats, boom, you got to do it. I want to make a quick note here, by the way. We are talking about habits, right? We're talking about 5 simple habits. So I'm being very clear here in the fact that these are habits. In order to create a habit, you got to do it consistently. I'm not just saying like, hey, once in a while, go to the gym and do squats, or for the next 5 traits that are coming up. It's not just about doing it once in a while, but really making it a habit, making it habitual, doing it all the time, because that's the way you're going to get results. Make sense? All right, let's keep going. Next is a charismatic trait. So women are very attracted to men who are charismatic, who are good in social situations, okay, and who are very comfortable around people. I know that some of you might be like cringing at this or really upset by it because you're thinking to yourself, oh no, this is not good. I can't believe I have to start talking to people. I can't believe I have to be good at socializing. Well, don't worry, because this is the habit that's going to help you out, okay? Talking to 1 girl a day. 1 girl a day. That's it. 1 girl a day is not that much. Out of your whole day, we're talking about 30 seconds to do an approach. And when I'm saying talk to 1 girl a day, I don't mean a girl that you know. I don't mean a girl on a dating app. I mean 1 girl in person. An approach, a cold approach that you can do, because this is going to build your skill of being more charismatic and more comfortable around people that you don't know. So it seems like, okay, 1 girl a day, is that really going to do much? Well, that's 7 girls in a week. That's 31 girls in a month. That's a lot. That's, 30 girls in 1 month is a lot. It's really going to build the confidence behind being able to talk to women. It's going to be able to build the skill of conversing with women, building up that charisma. So I highly recommend adding this to your habit list, talking to one girl a day. Again, a girl that you don't know. You can use a simple opener such as, "Hi, I'm Trip. I wanted to come meet you." Of course, you'll say your own name, but "Hi, I'm Name. I wanted to come meet you." Go ahead and try that out. Okay. Now, if you're having trouble with that, you can always check out my Hooked program. There's a link here. There's a link in the description down below. Just go to getherhooked.com. That's going to teach you how to do these approaches properly and teach you how to build attraction with women. So if you're completely lost in terms of how to get women attracted to you, remember I said earlier that it's more of your personality and your behavioral traits that have a heavier weight in terms of attracting a woman over your looks. Well, this program teaches you all about that. It's going to teach you everything you need to know to get women attracted to you and your personality and make sure that she becomes hooked on you based on what you're going to be doing in the interactions and these cold approaches. So highly recommend, check it out after this video in the link below at getherhooked.com to teach you about how to do the approaches. Okay, the next one, I call this the nice guy destroyer. So a lot of guys have this nice guy inside of them that wants to make sure that every conversation they have goes smoothly and they're appeasing everybody and that nobody doesn't, or everybody likes them. I was about to use a double negative and say nobody doesn't like them, but right. So you want to make sure everyone likes you. And this is causing a problem because it's reinforcing you being a people pleaser, which is showing that you don't have confidence in who you are and you're letting people step all over you, which then makes you look weak. And that weakness is not attractive to women, right? We want you to be sexy to women. That's what this video is all about. So a habit that's going to help you here, and I know this is going to sound harsh and this is going to sound really tough for the guys who are nice guys, but a habit to break into is no apologizing. No apologizing, okay? I don't mean if you deliberately hurt somebody. Of course, if you do something crappy to someone, then yes, you can say, like, "I'm sorry." But a lot of guys over-apologize. They really take it to the next level. Like, "Oh, I'm sorry." They accidentally bump into someone. "Oh, I'm sorry." Or they feel like they did something wrong, but they're not sure. And "Oh, I'm sorry." And so a lot of guys will apologize. If that's not you, then that's fine. Doesn't pertain to you. But if you are reading or watching this, you're reading the screen and you're seeing this and you're like, "Oh God, I do that a lot." Let's make sure you stop. One way to overcome this is, you don't have to be an asshole. If you step on someone's foot by accident as you're walking through the train, just say, "My bad." "Oh, my bad." That's it. And that will cover it, right? But don't get into the habit of saying, "I'm sorry," right? Again, unless you really did something deliberately crappy to somebody, which probably happens very rarely. Very rarely is there ever a thing that you do where you're like, "Wow, I did something really wrong here. I need to apologize." That's fine. What I'm saying is all these little instances, 99% of the other instances, when you didn't really do anything wrong, don't be apologizing. It puts you into this people pleaser. "Oh God, I hope everyone likes me. I got to apologize to everyone." And Just say, "My bad." Or if something happens, maybe in the workplace with a friend, say, "Hey, I'll make sure not to do that again." But just get rid of the "I'm sorry. Let's destroy the nice guy. Okay. So again, we've been now going over, I'm going to backtrack here, a physical trait, a charismatic trait, a nice guy trait that we're going to destroy. And now here's an attractive trait. The attractive trait is humor. Okay, this is very attractive to women. Of course, all these are attractive to women, but I categorize this as specifically something that's attractive to women. Women like a funny guy. I want to be careful here, though, and let you know that when I say funny guy, I don't mean a guy who's constantly making jokes, making them laugh all the time, That is then you're the dancing monkey entertainer. You're not really building attraction. You're just being a funny guy, and that's all you are. But at least throwing in humor once in a while. So guys always ask, what's the best way to be funny? How to be funnier? Really, there's no book that you can study. There are some books out there, but it's a little bit more of something that comes naturally to some people. But the reason why it comes naturally to some people is because they're surrounded by other people who are funny, or they had funny parents growing up, or funny brothers, or funny friends. And so they were surrounded by people who were funny. So the habit that I want you to do is watch 15 minutes of stand-up per day. Boom, there you go. Now you're surrounded by funny people every day. There is an endless amount of stand-up that you can watch for free here on YouTube, and you will never run out. So find your favorite stand-up comedians. If you don't have one, that's fine. You can just start searching through and finding some people that are funny. If you have Netflix, there's a ton of comedy specials. Amazon Prime has a ton of comedy specials. So there's lots of places for you to find stand-up. Now, I'm not saying watch stand-up and rip off their comedy and memorize their jokes, but just be around the type of humor that you see. And I know this is kind of something that doesn't have a direct correlation exactly. It's not like you're going to watch 15 minutes of stand-up per day and in a week you're going to be this funny guy. But if you are doing this consistently, I mean, every day watching 15 minutes of stand-up, and you're kind of getting the humor that people are putting out there, like you're able to understand by watching like what makes something funny, you're kind of analyzing in a way, you can repeat some jokes in a way. Like there's this one stand-up I watched where this guy, Ronnie Chang, he talks about Amazon Prime, where it comes so fast, right? He's like now instead of Amazon Prime, they have Amazon Now. He's like, how much faster can we get things? Amazon Now, like he does this little movement with his hand where he puts his hand out and goes, Amazon Now, I want the thing in my hand right now. And so sometimes I make that joke because it's funny to me and I've seen it so many times and I make that joke. So it's kind of like I'm copying him, but kind of like I'm just reiterating a type of funny humor, right? So you can do that where you watch some things, watch it all the time, and you get the delivery and understand how humor works by watching stand-up. I think that's one of the best ways that you can get funny is surround yourself by funny people. All right, next is a high-value trait. So this is the last one here, the high-value trait. Work on your hobby. If you don't have a hobby, please get one. And if you have a hobby that you're maybe sort of in, try to do it all the time. One piece of advice I've gotten before is having a winter hobby and a summer hobby. So you have kind of two different hobbies and something that you can do all the time. So it's not like, oh, well, Trip, one of my hobbies is sailing or something that's outdoors. And what do I do in the winter? Well, that's okay. Try to get two hobbies that you're doing, one for the winter time, one for the summertime. Or maybe even just one that you can do year-round that you really love and do it. Why does this make you a high-value person? That's because when you end up getting into a relationship with a girl, if that's what you're looking for, or even if you're just dating casually, you're not going to be needy and always trying to hang out with that one girl. You have other things that you're doing. It's very attractive when a guy has interests and have things in his life and has lifestyle and purpose. So doesn't matter what it is. Even if you're a gamer, even if you're into fantasy football, that's a little bit more of a time-based hobby. But still, you get the idea. If you have something that you're really into, even if it's not interesting to women or they think it's dorky, as long as it's not taking over your life and that's all you do, that's a little extreme. But at least having something that you do every once in a while, enough where it's part of your lifestyle. So you can start working on your hobby or finding a hobby. You don't need to be doing tons of stuff all the time. You just need 1 to 2, like I said, a summer and a winter. Okay. And if you live in a place where it's summer all year long, good for you. So make sure that you're doing that. That's a high value trait because it's building out your lifestyle and making you more interesting as a person and not just doing work and coming home and doing nothing, right? So I would work on that. So think about doing all this stuff, right? Working on a hobby, working on being funny, working on not apologizing, working on talking to one girl a day, and then working on squats. Such a well-rounded base here to get you going. Hopefully squats gets you into doing more of a bigger workout. Hopefully talking to one girl a day leads to talking to many girls a day, so you have more options. Hopefully not apologizing starts to lead into more nice guy destroying traits like being able to speak your opinion without apologizing. Hopefully watching humor and getting more funny gets you using this stuff and talking to women and getting you more attractive, and this can lead to who knows where. And then working on your hobby can build out your lifestyle and have you meet more people and just have fun things to do with your life. So it's pretty crazy how much all this stuff can really do wonders for you if you just implement it. So if you're looking for something to work on, use this video as a way to be a stepping stone to get you out there and building out your lifestyle. Like I said, if you need more help, go to getherhook.com and they can teach you everything you need to know about approaching women, getting women interested in you, building out your personality, and getting to the point where it's going to be easy for you to approach women wherever you are, talk to them, get them interested in you, and be a really highly charismatic person. If you want to learn the different emotional triggers that get women interested in you, it's all covered in the Hooked program. Thousands of guys have already gotten it. They love it. If you go to this site, you can see a ton of testimonials on the order page where you'll see all the results that guys are getting. Read those so you can see it's not a joke. This is serious stuff. So get in there, start learning today. If you have any questions, go ahead and write it down in the comments below. I hope this helped, and I'll see you on the next video.